All right, what's up, people? This is a watch this video for Friday, September 27th. To all you course takers, if you're not taking advantage of the new mentoring room that we've been opening in the afternoon, Wayne has been on fire. He's showing a lot of game tape, going over morning trades, and you actually get to see a lot of what level 2 time and sales look like at the time of entry. He's answering tons of questions. He's just been absolutely on fire over there. So we did a 2-day sample. 2-day trial, I guess is a better way to put it, Wednesday and Thursday. And I got to get with Wayne and figure out what we're going to do, but it's going to be at least 1 day a week. So if you haven't been in there, next time we have that room open, for our course takers, you got to check it out. I'm actually learning a ton just listening to Wayne. He inspires me, so it's good stuff. Talking about today, the SPY, pretty narrow, quiet day, pretty narrow range. It's a pretty dead market right now. But we had, what was it? Rite Aid. Now that looks like an ugly day, right? But check out the setup it gave this morning. This is for those of you that weren't in chat today. That's not an errant tick. It actually went up there. We used what we teach on our morning gap play video that's on our trading course page. It was almost a perfect example of that. Came up, sellers came in on the opening 2-minute candle. Then we got a 2-minute buy setup. I'm on the mic. I said 2-minute buy setup or red to green, even high of day. Any of those ideas kind of meet the parameters for a gap play on RAD. And look at this next candle. Boom. And guess what? Went to almost 10. But the entry was called right there before it triggered. So that was a monster move. Now look at it at the end of the day. And that's why we rent them, right? That's why we get long at those inflection points, those intelligent entries, and we scale into strength. So what are we watching for tomorrow? Beyond Meat, BYND. They're trying out some of their stuff in McDonald's in one part of Canada. I think somebody said it was 28 stores maybe. So you could say, well, that's not a lot, but there's a lot of shorts in this name. And the thesis, obviously, is, if it's a hit, they could be a supplier to McDonald's. Think about it. McDonald's everywhere. So, that's kind of scary to be short. It was rolling over real bad before that news came out. Gapped up today. It sold off from the open, but certainly if it catches a bid tomorrow, I love it like over 160. It had a nice pre-market squeeze today, so it makes me certainly want to keep an eye on it for the next several days. This TTOO goes back on watch. It's still in this flag pattern. I'm going to look for a volume push through 3. That's what I've been saying all week. SDC. This is why I don't just guess, right? It was on Bounce Watch today, never gave a setup, another ugly day. It's a recent IPO, so it's not like we can look over to the left and find support, but this is way ahead of itself to the downside. 1950 down to almost 1250 today. I think this is a good candidate for a snapback bounce, and as you know, I start with the daily chart and say, hey, this one might give me an intraday setup tomorrow. And so that's what I'm doing. None of these are investment advice. It's me looking for stuff that I can trade tomorrow if it gives me a proper setup. This one I really like for a snapback bounce, but only if it meets parameters. It did not today. Fitbit, another red day after this big spike, back down to that buy zone area. So to me, it's getting that area I really want to watch for a bounce. CRWD. This one's almost round trip from the IPO, right? It's all-time low, came public on June 12th. Hey, it came public on my birthday and put in a low of 56. It's almost there, and it's down like 5-6 days in a row. Another good candidate for a snapback bounce. I'd actually like to see it hit all-time lows, like sell off early tomorrow. And if we hit all-time lows, I would be looking for a snapback bounce, but we'll see, right? SNDL. Never traded this thing before, just another recent IPO that's just almost tanking. I mean, in about a week, it's been cut in half, almost-ish, right? Anyway, let's keep our eyes on that one. A couple more. MLNT. I still like this kind of flagging after had a nice pop up to 4. I still think that 200-day could become a target. And then lastly, PRPO, which had a big volume spike. It actually held up fairly well. I mean, it's probably in the upper half of its range today. I would have liked to have seen a stronger close, but I still really want to watch this one tomorrow. It looked like it had decent news today, and it's got a small float. Love this as a red to green or something along those lines tomorrow. I'm going to leave it at that. We'll see y'all in chat tomorrow morning. Have a good night.